What up, y'all? This is your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoon's Delight. Oh my God, man. We have got so much to talk about. Wow. What a last couple of episodes. Man, I'm speechless. Good thing I went back and watched yesterday's episode, Monday's episode, man, because, man, it definitely, like, because I was like, look, I think I got time to put this video up, and it is just going to be so hard to cover everything that happened this week in one video. Like, it's just not happening, bro. I had to make one before the weekends. I was like, I gotta make one, man, because what happened yesterday and today, wow. Like B&B be pulling out these sneak attacks on you, man. Like when you ready to take a break from the show for a little bit. You know, I came into this week saying, you know, it's gonna be New Year's week. It probably ain't gonna be too much going on. I'll probably check out the Katie and Carter stuff, and then I just didn't expect it was going to be too much going on, you know. But they went right back to business, man, this week. Like, as soon as Christmas was over, they was like, no, we're going right back into business. And to tell you how interested people are right now in the show, I was just on the CBS YouTube page. Bro, it was, when I went there, it was like an hour after they posted the video. It was already like more than 150 comments on there, man. I was like, oh, snap. Oh, that's why those 150 comments. I was like, oh, snap, bro. I was like, oh, snap. That's when you know the show was good, man. You see that much activity in the comment section. I'm like, oh, man. And people were so shocked. Oh, my God. People were so shocked. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to cover 4 scenes, man. So we're going to cover yesterday's stuff with Thomas first. We're going to lead off with that. Then in the middle, I'm going to do a little bit different today. In the middle, I'm going to cover a little bit of the Taylor Brooke stuff and the Katie and Carter stuff. Then I'm going to cap it off with the Sheila stuff at the end, bro. Because I think that's the best way to end the video for today. Because it was just too much going on. I think if I had put the Brooke Taylor stuff and the Katie and Carter stuff at the end, I wouldn't have no energy to talk about it. So, this going to be a long one, y'all. This is going to be long. We'll let y'all know this right now. It might reach 20 minutes. It may. I don't know. If I could get through everything a little bit fast, maybe it'll be shorter than that. But, let's start out with Thomas because... And shout out to Bridget. Shout out to Bridget. Good to see you again. Hope you had a happy holidays and hope you have a good new year. She one of my thoughts, and I saw her comment before I did the video. I was like, I was like, I got you, Bridget. I got you. I was already planning on doing one. But let's get into it, man. Let's talk about Thomas first. Yesterday, definitely sad. Very sad scene. I was Real Talk responded to me about it. Real Talk was definitely saddened by it. Yeah, it was sad. It was sad. Felt like everybody was ganging up on that. I think that's been this is why it's so easy for me to take Thomas aside, man, because it feels like people just gang up on him, man. Like they always ganging up on him. Like he don't never have nobody on his side, man. It'd be crushing to see that. But let's get into it. So, I first want to say this. Casey, the producer, because me and Real Talk was talking about Casey, the producer, saying that Matthew Atkinson, his version of Thomas is better off being bad. I actually agree with Casey about this because when Matthew Atkinson stepped into the role, it looked like he felt more comfortable playing the bad version of Thomas than the good version. I'm letting y'all know this right now. before Matthew Atkinson played Thomas, I was never interested in the character. I forgot what the guy name. I think his name was Pearson Fold or whatever. I was never interested in Thomas during that time. Like I thought he was such a boring character, and I didn't care for him. But I also didn't mind the redeemed version of Thomas as well. You know, that we had most of the year. I didn't mind the redeemed version as well. But there was something off about that version of Thomas. I always felt like Matthew Atkinson was just so much more comfortable playing the bad version of him. The only thing that I did not like about the bad version of Thomas was that he was obsessed with Hope. That was, I hated that because I was like, why you gotta cater to the Logans like that, man? Like, can't he get his own girl? Like, why he always gotta be stuck on her, bro? Like, she not everything, bro. Like, it's so stupid. You know what I'm saying? I would rather see him get a new woman. And we're going to talk about that in a second because I'm going to talk about the whole thing that I heard. I heard a spoiler already. I'm going to share it with y'all. And I don't think it's one of those spoilers that I shouldn't share with y'all because it's kind of like, I mentioned it already. It was one of my predictions of what was going to happen. Because when I first got back into making B&B videos, when I started this new format, I started with the wedding stuff back in late November. And I had made the prediction that I think Thomas is going to open up his own fashion house. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get into that in a second. Let's get to the meeting because I don't want to take too much time talking about this. We got so much to talk about with the Sheila stuff. So let's get right into it. So yesterday, they had an important meeting at Forrester Creations about Thomas's future with the company. In the room, I think it was Eric, Ridge, Brooke, Hope, Carter, and was that it? I feel like it was one more person in the room. I might be missing one more person, but those were the key people in the room. And they had a very important decision to make on Thomas's future with the company. Now, let me say this right out the gate. I think it was a mistake to even have let Thomas back into the company the last time around. It did not help him. And I've been saying this for a while. He needs to get away from the family, bro. His family is like so broken since Steffy. I think Steffy wasn't in the room, but I think she had a vote or something like that, and she voted against Thomas. And this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. The only vote that I felt was the hardest was probably Carter's vote. Because I don't think Carter was necessarily against Thomas. I see what he was saying when he was talking to Thomas. He was talking to Thomas at like sort of like a friend, right? He was talking to him like giving him the realization of what he had done and everything like that. He wanted Thomas to know why he's in this position today. I don't think Carter necessarily was like, thought he was too good for Thomas. That's how everybody else was in the room. That's why I don't care about the rest of the people in the room. Everybody else thought they was too good for him, Hope and Brooke, and everything like that. And even Ridge and Eric. But I felt like Carter was like giving Thomas, a heads up, like, look, you're not gonna be here, man, because it's not good for you. You had all these chances and stuff like that, and you blew it. And I think Carter was more disappointed than mad at Thomas. I think he was just more disappointed because he really did. He thought Thomas had changed. You know what I'm saying? I think he really thought Thomas changed. I don't believe the shit that was coming out of Hope's mouth. I think she was playing along with it. She was stringing Thomas all along. And that's why I don't believe the BS that she was saying. I think Eric thought he had changed too. I don't believe in Ridge's BS either. Because he never really had Thomas's back even when he was a kid. So I'm not even, like, when it comes to Ridge, he's with the rest of the category that I was talking about. I do legitimately also think Eric a little bit, because that's why he let him into the house in the first place. I think that Eric really thought he had. I think Eric was really giving him a chance. You know what I mean? I think Eric literally was giving him a chance. And he thought he had changed, but he clearly didn't. I think the only two people in the room that Thomas has to be guilty about is Carter and Eric. Everybody else don't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? They was ready for you to make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? Brooke, in the first place, you would have never been in this position if Brooke hadn't assumed that you was being dangerous with the knife, or you just cutting an apple. You know what I mean? And she put you in that position in the first place. What were you? See, this is the whole thing with Thomas. Was he not supposed to do anything? She was accusing him like he was Douglas's life was in danger when he had that knife. She started all this. So for me, and we're gonna get into what Taylor and Brooke was talking about when I get to them. Guys, this might be a 30-minute video because I don't see how I'm ending this in 20 minutes. I'm being real. I'm already almost at the 15-minute mark. But yeah, I think that when I see this situation for what it is, I see it this way with Thomas, bro. With Thomas, I really believe that the best thing that happened for him is to be in the situation where he was able to leave Forrester Creations. I don't think it does anything for him to still be there. It's obviously what he's used to. Thomas, I'm sure, got enough money saved up and stuff like that. Like, you know, Thomas has made a lot of money over the years. He got his own money, man. He ain't going to be one of those people that's going to go poor because he ain't working with them. He got enough money to open up his own fashion house, which we're going to talk about in a second, or in a minute. But I really do believe that this is the best thing for Thomas because he didn't need to be with them anyways. He needs to show them that his value at the company, just talking about the company, not the personal stuff that was going on with this whole thing with Brooke and Rich, just the professional side of Thomas. Show them how much they're going to end up missing you, because the main person in that room that's going to miss Thomas on a professional level is Hope, because Hope had a nerve. Thomas asked her too, because Thomas knew he was key to Hope's line being successful, because Thomas is very, very talented. Very, very talented. Good drawer. Knows how to draw. Very creative mind with those dresses or whatever that they create. He has a mind for this stuff. And he was key for Hope. Hope is going to miss him. And I cannot wait until he opens his own fashion house. That gets us to the spoiler. He is going to be opening up his own fashion house. Somebody revealed that on another site, that is in the plans for Thomas to open up his own fashion house. And it was a no-brainer anyway. So did you just think Thomas was just going to walk away and we never see him again? Or he do something like Deacon working at a restaurant? No. This dude got to know, like I said, he got no money saved up where he could open up his own fashion house. And I don't know why I never thought of that before. I guess because his character was seeming like it was redeemed for a little bit. I should have thought of that before, that they might go in that direction with him. And I think that's a really good direction for the show. Because since Bill had been redeemed as well, we hadn't had that like eternal rivalry with a different fashion house, you know. You know how we always used to have the Sally Spectre stuff back in the day? We hadn't really had that rivalry in Massimo. We hadn't really had that rivalry for the Forresters in a minute. Thomas is a new Massimo to me. Like, he is. He's a new Sally Spectra, new Massimo. I can't wait to see what this does, because this is classic soap stuff, man. This is how you create a villain. This is how you create a guy at the top, going against his own family, doing this thing. He owes nothing to the forces. He owes absolutely nothing to that family. Not even he doesn't owe anything to anybody. Anybody in that family. He doesn't owe anything to anybody. Like what does he owe to them? You know? Because they just showed the cards here today that they're willing to cut him from anything if he does something bad. Like, they're not going to forgive him. You know, or anything like that. Give him another chance. You know. I mean, they're not even like, you know, trying to give him any help, you know, like professional help or anything. Like, you know, they're just kind of letting them, just cutting them dry. You know? If Thomas had no money today, they probably wouldn't even like help him, bro. Get him back on his feet. None of them. You know, that's crazy to think about too. And Hope is the main one that I'm kind of really pissed about, more than even Brooke, because I already knew where Brooke stand with Thomas. But Hope is the one that's acting like, I think she got some karma coming. Hope got some karma coming. She's really probably the main one in that room that's going to feel Thomas's fury the most, because she really takes him for granted. Like really takes him for granted. And the way she just got Douglas back and everything like that, no, it's not going down like that. It's not going down. Not everything ain't just going to be perfect for you, and you're going to have your nose up in the air on Thomas. No, it ain't going down like that. Thomas going to get the last laugh, just like Sheila getting the last laugh right now. You know what I'm saying? But I felt for Thomas, man. His tears, man, I wanted to cry with him, man. That was embarrassing what he had to go through at that table, man. That was embarrassing. You know, then leave him alone, and like, do they really expect like he shouldn't open up his own fashion house to get revenge? Like, come on, man, you would do the same fucking thing if you was in this position. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said at the end of the day, remember when I say this, he owes nothing to them. Nothing. He owes nothing to him, man. If I was in Thomas's spot, if I had a family like that, and I was in Thomas's spot, I would do the same fucking thing. I do the same fucking thing, man. If I feel like nobody has my back like that, I don't give people second chances like that. Like, if I feel like you're that way, you could be that cutthroat, then you really don't deserve another shot from me, you know. So I can't wait. I got an early idea about this before I wrap this part of it up. I was considering making this its own video, man. If my video runs a little too long, this might become its own video. I might have to do this as its own video because I'm already almost at 20 minutes. But I got an early idea for this. I've been talking about Thomas. Hopefully they bring in a new girl from it. It can't be Sally, but Sally would have been my choice if she was still on the show. If they could bring in a wicked girl who has evil intentions, and they could bring her in as, you know, start her out as an assistant. I mean, they could do this with Paris. I mean, Paris, they got her right there. She's doing nothing right now. They could do this with Paris. Paris has nothing to lose by doing that. Somebody did say that Zende will be Hope's new right-hand man on this stuff. We'll see, man. We'll see about that. But I would have liked for Zende to turn on his family and work with Thomas too, but it is what it is. But if they could bring in a new woman for Thomas, man, completely new woman to town. Like I said, she has wicked intentions. She owes nothing to either family. She works with Thomas. She's dirty. She's a schemer. That'd be great, man. He has his own power. He's got a new woman. They're a power couple. Bro, that'd be great, man. That'd be great. Get him away from Hope completely. Get Hope jealous of the new woman. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. That's what they need to add in there. They need to add that in there. I feel like that'll make everything complete. If they add that woman that is like, you know, basically his main assistant or whatever, maybe he gives, you know, maybe a vice president or something of the company or president. That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great, man. Somebody ruthless, man. Ooh, that'd be great. That would be fire. That would be fire, bro. Let me know what y'all think about that. Let's get off this. Just in case I make this its own video, I'm gonna tell y'all to go ahead and like the video, man. Hit that like button for me. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new in the zoo. Any comments I got, definitely put them below. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit that super thanks button below. But just in case this is, I just want to Wish y'all Merry Christmas, man. I know Christmas was like 2 days ago, but hope y'all enjoying your holiday season right now. New Year's coming up, so I hope y'all have a happy New Year as well, man. But yeah, I think the storyline is going to be fire. Now, thanks for watching Afternoons Delight. Now, let's go to Taylor and Brooke first. Let's go to Taylor and Brooke so I could kind of put it in between this Thomas thing. I think it's going to end up being like a 30-minute video or 30-plus minute video, man. It's going to be one of the longest I ever had to do. Man, I'm trying to see how I'm going to do this, but I didn't know I was going to spend that much time talking about Thomas, man. Now I really wish I would have been able to do this video yesterday, man. But yeah, man, let's talk about this real quick. So Taylor and Brooke, I love their friendship. Like I said, it makes you forget everything you hate about Brooke, man, when she's with Taylor, man. Like, it's just everything that you hate about this woman, it goes completely to the side when she's talking to Taylor. One thing that I did like from Taylor in that conversation, and this is why I said Taylor is still one of the people in town that I do like, because I know that she's the one that has Thomas's back. You know, I think she reminded Brooke that Thomas is a good person, is going through some stuff, and everything that he went through with, the waffling with Ridge is really what's made him angry over the years and kind of made him this way. And she was letting him know, and as a psychiatrist, she knows that. Like, what happens, to the brain when someone does that. Always seeing his mother alone, like I said, that gets to a kid, man, especially that young. That changes him. And, she understood all that, but she let Brooke know, like, my son is good. My son, he's going through it. But, at the same time, I know what my boy stands. And, like, I didn't feel like Ridge, it just felt like it was just so easy for him to cut Thomas loose. And that's why I didn't like what Ridge did. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't really wait for him to get his revenge that way. Because really, with Taylor will be part of one person that'll have his back, though. For sure in that family. But like everybody else wouldn't. Steffy showed her true colors. That's why I talked about Phoebe, and I can't wait to see Steffy see Bill doing what he did. We're gonna get to that in a second. So that's all I want to say about the friendship right there. Let's go to Carter and Katie. So they had a nice little moment. They came from the rain. They're clearly kind of like together now, starting to share some romantic scenes and stuff like that now. I noticed Katie been wearing that leather for Carter lately. I've noticed that. Y'all seen that, right? Y'all been seeing that lately? Like, she been wearing that leather for Carter lately, man. Trying to look sexy, man. I noticed that. And I've noticed that lately, man. But now what Real Talk was saying that makes a lot of sense. And I think her prediction is going to be very true. Seeing what Bill is on now, yeah, I can see it's going to be a problem for them. This is going to be a problem for them, man, because Bill is ruthless. Bill is about to be... Let's get into it, y'all. Let's just get into this whole Sheila and Bill thing, man. Oh, my God. Woo! Ooh, this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video, man. Oh, shit. Bro, so... Y'all know I hate Steffy and Finn, especially Finn, man. So Sheila was basically giving Finn and Steffy one last chance. One last chance to make it right. If they had any, ounce of care in their body to give this woman another chance, they would do it. We now know that they're just not into it. And so really, in my opinion, Sheila has her hands tied. Sheila has her hands tied at this point. And for me, it feels like at this point that Sheila has done everything she needed to do to try to convince him one last time to give her another chance. Finn is just not into it. And when they tried to handcuff her and stuff like that, tell her you're going to jail for the rest of your life. And this is why I always call Finn a simp. This is why I don't really respect Finn. Because at one point he did want to have a relationship with Sheila, but he was listening to Steffy. And Steffy was acting like his mother. Like, Steffy was acting like his mother, bro. And that's why I didn't respect about Finn. And people call Finn a real man. A real man would step up to fucking Steffy and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, if I want to have a relationship with my mother, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Even with Finn. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to let her see Finn, I could do that. He's just as much of my child as he is yours. You know, I know you don't like it, but that's what we're going to do. I never seen him step up to fucking Steffy before. And that's why I'm like, bro, I cannot respect. You could be this hard to your mother, but why you don't got the same energy for Steffy, though? You know what I'm saying? You don't never had the same energy for Steffy. You a simp anyways. You taking care of another woman's child when it comes to Kelly. You know what I'm saying? That's what a simp does. That's one of their characteristics, is being a stepfather. You know, and just having sympathy. That's basically what simp stands for: sympathy for a fucking woman. And that's what he has for fucking Steffy. And I need to stop cussing because this video might not go through with ass, man. I forgot about that. I was cussing too much right there. But yeah, man. I think, like, my whole thing has been like, bro, I don't even have that much of a problem with Finn not wanting to have a relationship with Sheila. It's more of how he got to that point through Steffy. Like, I know he wanted one with her. And a lot of this would have been avoided had he stepped up to Steffy and been like, I want a relationship with my mother. Because they would have never been in that position. Because Sheila would have felt fulfilled being able to see her son on a regular basis, see Hayes. The only way I would have saw this as a bad thing is if Sheila would have just tried to orchestrate a kidnapping with Hayes, or tried to see Hayes way too much. I felt like it might have went there, so I could see Steffi's like caution with it a little bit. But at the same time, I think a lot of this would have been avoided if she wasn't just such a douchebag to fucking Sheila, man. Wasn't so evil to her. You know, a lot of this would have been avoided. Like I said, she provoked her into that alley and everything, man. She provoked her into that alley, and you know what? We got what we got, right? We got what we got. And so, hey, right? Hey, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But yeah, let's go back to the situation. So, one thing I knew for sure, guys, I was saying this ain't looking right. My whole theory in my mind, right? I was like, this situation ain't right. Why did Sheila just go over there knowing that the only outcome is that she's going to get arrested? Like, I didn't never get that when it came to Sheila. But now I kind of know. Like, now I know what was going on here. She had a plan all along. It was kind of like a setup situation. So we get Dollar Bill at the door, and she was smiling. I was like, oh my God, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see it coming. But it really validates what Real Talk was telling me about what might happen to Carter and Katie coming up. Bill has gone back to the dark side. I think what happened was this. When he gave Katie another chance, and this is what I feel like Sheila was doing with Finn. He was giving this guy one last chance to make it right. Because if you don't make it right, you're going to go. This is why she brought up Lauren Finmore from Genoa City. And what she went through with her. The hell that she went through with her. Are you sure you want to go through this, Finn? Bill was doing the same thing with Katie. Are you sure you don't want to come back and give me another chance? Because I can let you see what's on the other side. But Bill, to me, he had been acting weird for a while, though. So I knew something was up with his character. Because remember, I don't know if y'all remember, I think Liam was trying to get his attention. And, like, he was kind of like in a trance almost. And you could tell he was starting to change earlier in the fall. Like, I could tell, like, his character was a little off. Maybe something would lead to, maybe spark them. Remember, he was the one that was responsible for putting Sheila in a position where, you know, he saved Finn and got Steffy and Finn together. It's like something just kind of clicked with him in the other way, though, when he did that good deed. And maybe he's not used to doing good deeds, so he was feeling guilty about it. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think was up with Bill. But, yeah, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. But, yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Sheila. And what was I telling y'all back in the spring, too? For those of y'all, my day ones, like the ones that was listening to these videos for like the first 3 or 4 months. What I've been telling you every time. If Sheila ever gets a partner. Because Mike had he didn't really want to go through with some of the stuff that Sheila was doing. But I always felt like if Sheila had a partner, she would be twice more dangerous. And I was always holding that shit to the fire earlier in the year. If she ever had a partner, boy, oh boy, watch out. And I feel like, even though Sheila's always going to have a soft spot for Finn, and maybe still even want a relationship with him, I don't think there's nothing stopping her from wanting to go to the next level now. Now I think she's in that position where it's no longer about giving them chances now. I really think she wants to shut Steffy up now. I think she realizes like she's got nothing left. People don't like her anymore in this town. They're not giving her another chance. What does she have to lose now? Let's come after these motherfuckers that let us down in the what I see with B&B right now. Wait, first, go on ahead and get this video like, because I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Get this video like. Hit that like button for me. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new in the zoo. Any comments y'all got, definitely put them below. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit that super thanks button below, guys. I much appreciate it. But what I'm about to tell y'all is this. I see a lot of karma coming for Thomas's side, and now Sheila and Bill. This is a karma time right now. This is karma time. All those motherfuckers who been acting like they too good for people, they about to get it coming up. They about to get it coming up, man. They about to get it coming up. I think Casey, the Bold and Beautiful producer, I remember watching one of his lives. He did say, I remember him saying something about Sheila having a good New Year's. And somebody, by the way, somebody called Sheila Nine Toes. I was laughing about that. 9 toes, y'all stupid, man. It's called them 9 toes. But he was saying that in 2023, shit is gonna change. Like what you saw one moment, you won't see it in the next year. It's gonna be very chaotic. And now I know what he's talking about. He's talking about Thomas, Bill, and Sheila. He is talking about them 3 people right there about to bring all sorts of hell to these families in Los Angeles, bro. They're about to bring all sorts of hell. It's about to be good, y'all. It's about to be good. It's about to be good, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm going to try it. Look, Thursday, we're going to see. There's no episode on Friday because of the Sun Bowl. If I have time, I will do another video. I'll talk about I'll talk about Wednesday and Thursday. See what's going on with this. I'm definitely gonna make a video. Now next week things get tricky, and I know the show is gonna be good. But if I could find time, maybe I can make one video next week. But I'm telling you, it is going to be very difficult for me. Next week, a lot of the shows come back in prime time. It's gonna be very difficult. I'm not looking forward to it. By the way, I'm not looking forward to next week. I'm gonna be working hard next week. Oh my god, on this channel, man, it's gonna be. I'm not looking forward to it. we're going to see. But I'm going to try to get y'all that video maybe Thursday or Friday if I have time to record it. And we're going to get back to it. I want y'all to enjoy this video for now. Give me y'all thoughts, man. I want y'all thoughts. If you listen to this video, let me know what y'all thinking about the Thomas situation and this Bill and Sheila thing. I want to hear both of them because I didn't get a chance to talk about Thomas yesterday. Thank y'all for watching After News to Light. Happy holidays, everybody. And Happy New Year.